This last year.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if anyone read the description, but what it is, choose your own anime adventure. It's pretty much just like a improv role play kind of DMing situation. Probably going to start with a team of 4. You're going to make your own character, give it a name, choose a power, and we're going to kind of meander through a story. I'm going to throw scenarios at you, and then you're going to have to adapt to it what you can to try and complete your goal. Last year it was a tight-knit group, so we're going to see how much we can do this year. So I need 4 volunteers.
I got you.
Boom. I need 2 more.
Right there.
Yeah?
3.
Okay. 3.
One more.
Seve? You want to play? You want to play? You know we're playing.
Yeah, man.
All right. We've got 2 prompts that we can pick from. You can choose the genre to be magical girl anime. So anything like Madoka Magica or Sailor Moon, and make your characters off of those. Or you can just do a traditional fighting anime, anything like that. Like you can do My Hero Academia or Dragon Ball and stuff like that. So we need to do a vote on those before we get to where we're going. So which one do y'all want to see? You want to see Magical Girl anime?
I'm good either way.
You Magical Girl anime? Y'all want to be sailors?
No, I don't know much about it.
Oh. We can go with that. You can all be Sailor Moon characters.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Make your own characters.
Sailor Uranus.
You can be Sailor Uranus. I think last year they picked Magical Girl and we had a Sailor Trump. And that one was pretty fun to play with. They ended up fighting Obama for some reason because that's what they wanted. And it was. He built a wall around him. It was pretty interesting. It was pretty crazy. You want to write it down?
Yeah, just taking notes.
So you can make your own name, and your special power that you can use.
What happens when you miss out? You miss out.
Too bad.
Nothing. Continue.
Are you gonna be Sailor Uranus?
I'll be actually Sailor Putin.
You'll be Sailor Putin? Perfect. Topical. Love it. Sailor Putin.
I want to be a T-Rex.
You gonna be Sailor T-Rex?
Yeah.
Does that mean like just a T-Rex, or you can transform into a T-Rex?
Like I can transform into a T-Rex.
Oh, okay. Either way, it's pretty
my
dope.
name is T-Rex.
Oh,
I'm a
sweet.
DJ.
It's your DJ T-Rex. Sailor
Yes.
DJ T-Rex. All right. Getting crunk. And honestly, the only reason this is 18 and up is because I have no filter and I say fuck a lot, so I didn't want to so that's why we made it 18 and up. And then last year we ended up going to a strip club. It was really weird. The story progressed very strangely.
Good time.
It was great. He became the main villain. It was awesome.
Let's do it again.
Plot twist.
Do you still want to play?
Yeah. All right. Sailor Bernie Sanders.
Sailor Bernie Sanders. All right.
Gotta know something that gets really clear.
What team are you? Neoliberalism?
I am a liberal who says do what the fuck we want.
Free market.
Go ahead, please, Lauren. I'm going to share this. This is not supposed to be here.
People still coming in.
It's a lot more credit than last year.
It sure is. You're gonna have fun.
Too early.
I sure did.
It's cool. We did start.
It works.
So we have 3 spots. We still have room. We can have room for one more person that wants to play. That's pretty much improv role play.
Join.
Someone else want to join? That came in?
Yeah, you
I'm
join.
already with you.
But be a character.
We have all these buddies.
Peer pressure.
You can be Sailor Fucktard.
You can be Sailor Fucktard.
That's me.
You got it. Sailor Fucktard.
All right. What would your power be?
We can say fuck, right?
You can say fuck.
All right. What's your power? You can turn and okay.
That's my power,
Do
yeah.
you have tits?
I have tits.
You have tits?
Tits.
Tits is a power.
Fuck, when you say fuck all the time. Fuck.
She has Tourette's.
Tourette's.
She said tits. I'm like, well, you do, but like. Didn't know it was a power that you could have.
I spelled Tourette's right, but it's close enough.
You don't know how to spell anything.
That's
It's
not really a
okay.
power though. Other people Tourette's.
What is Bernie Sanders' power?
You're just a mascot.
I'm the healer.
The healer.
I'm the healer.
What is
I'm
Putin's
just
power?
tired. I'm tired of them, guys.
Thank you so much.
I'll do like ice stuff about cold water.
Here you go. It's great. Ice powers. Alright, we're gonna start our adventure with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I probably should.
This will be helpful.
We got Sailor Putin, Sailor T-Rex, Sailor Bernie Sanders, and Sailor Fucktards. Apparently Tourette's is a special power.
She's our mascot.
Oh, okay.
We're being nice.
What are we fighting for?
It's pretty much the fight to survive.
That makes sense.
I think I should have drank more before this.
I got you.
I have some in my pocket, but I didn't know if I'm able to drink it on stage.
I think so, yeah.
Only
If it's enough, I don't think anybody cares.
Anyways, so the four of you see nothing right now. Your eyes are open, but you still see nothing. You feel like you're falling from the sky. You feel weightless. You crash into the ground. Pieces of boxes are everywhere, and you awake in a field.
I need life alert.
I could roll for damage.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Now you're good. Oh. Alright, well, Putin broke a leg.
Bullshit!
Keep track of this. Status ailment.
You do have a healer on your team, Bernie Sanders. Affordable healthcare. Well, it rolled a 1, so your leg's still broken.
I
Okay,
think it's good healthcare, guys.
it's just affordable. You awaken in a field, you see around you nothing but your comrades. It's just an open field in the distance. You can see what looks like to be a city, and then behind you, you see nothing but an endless forest. So you can decide between yourselves which way you want to go.
I say we go fuck up the city. Yeah? Come on, guys.
Up.
You want to go to the city?
Fuck up the city?
Let's go fuck up the city.
That's 2 for city.
I mean, save the city.
Save the city.
Say it, fuck up. It's the same.
Okay, yeah. You make towards the city, you go through the outskirts. What seems to be a normal city, you start seeing destroyed buildings as you get closer. Looks like there was a lot of rioting. It looks like Detroit, but like you're not sure if it's Detroit or not. You don't know if there's people still living there. So as you make your way, you start hearing rustling in an alleyway, and it's your first signs of life that you've seen in the city. You can choose whether you want to investigate or not, or continue on.
Can we volunteer someone to go investigate for us?
I mean, into the forest?
How about the T-Rex?
I'm useful. How about fuck her? She got Tourette's. She can't do anything.
Oh man, guys, we don't need this.
You heal us. I can turn into a T-Rex like Potty Fight. She just has Tourette's. I said we volunteer her.
You just stood her in the alleyway?
I'm seriously fuck.
I'm in disease. Okay.
Oh shit.
So alleyway? Or
Okay, let's go to the
from
alleyway.
the alleyway?
Let's do it.
We need to become the captain.
No.
I don't know. Y'all need to talk over me, please.
I don't think over the conversation.
As you go through the dimly lit alleyway, what pops out of a trash can is none other than Macho Man Randy Savage. And he looks pissed. He swings at an attack, and he goes straight for T-Rex first.
Can I eat him?
I
Are you a
mean,
T-Rex yet?
I I transform into a T-Rex and I bite off his head.
Do we have to
Can you
roll?
roll? Yeah, roll for that.
Give me a 20, come on.
I want to roll for German
You got a
suplex.
10. You snap at him. You hit him once.
Alright, that's something.
But Macho Man Randy Savage isn't a punk ass bitch. He's like, ain't no T-Rex gonna fuck me up.
I don't have arms though, I have like tiny arms.
He counters attacks. And he misses.
Yeah. Success.
I'm gonna roll for initiative. Alright, Putin goes up next.
Can I roll for German suplex?
It's a hit.
Yeah!
He German suplexes him straight through the dumpster.
Nice.
Nothing but garbage.
Oh!
I don't know either.
Next is Bernie Sanders.
Can I get some free healthcare to this T-Rex here?
It's free, how good can it be?
Should take a bite. It misses. So far, free healthcare is no good. Next but not least is Tourette's. Saber Fucktard. What will you do? You gotta pissed off. You gotta say what you wanna do to a pissed off Randy Savage.
I try to fully discuss in my illness, but I can't finish me talking because I keep saying fuck. That's a distraction, right?
Randy Savage looks at you quizzically and is just like, what is going on?
Okay, fuck.
She's a mascot!
For confusion. Confusion, there you go.
Confusion.
He is confused. He doesn't know what is happening.
Yeah, what's up?
Had this girl run up to him and call him fucktard every ever since.
Said her own name.
Working my back on you.
He swings at Tourette's girl,
What?
but he misses. Because he is so confused at what is happening. There's a T-Rex, there's a woman saying fucking every other word. There's Bernie Sanders and Vladimir Putin. I don't think he even knows who Bernie Sanders is.
He's confused enough that he injured himself. Oh, that's
Hey, hey.
Yeah.
He sure did.
I think we're winning.
I think I'm gonna lose track of what's going on.
I'm gonna attempt to help, but I'm not gonna be.
Oh, there we go. That'll be easy. All right, Putin, it's your turn again. You got to confuse Randy Savage.
Roll for RKO.
You're gonna roll for an RKO. You RKO the shit out of him. He is really hurt. He is starting to feel it. He's not anymore. It's very loud.
Oh yeah, I cut that down just a hair. Sorry. Dramatic effect.
He is stunned and confused, and now Bernie Sanders, it is your turn.
I mean, guys, free healthcare is for all.
Still rocking this healthcare.
No. I
No?
want to
Oh.
heal Randy Savage.
It worked. You're 3 times the charm. Just took 2 minutes off your team. Randy Savage is not stunned nor confused, and he's feeling a lot better. Like he took another shot of steroids.
You're wrong. You're supposed to go after people in order. You're supposed to be trying to fix his leg.
I mean, guys,
You still got Putin with a broken leg.
You're supposed to wait for days, months, years. To
He's all into an alleyway. Alright, Sailor Fucktard, it's your turn.
Can I phone a friend?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Okay. Audience?
Here.
All right.
Moment of discussion.
You got 16, so you can phone a friend.
Chair. Give him the chair. I grabbed the chair.
Grab the chair.
Yes.
There's a chair. It's Detroit. There's probably chairs everywhere. You swing at him with a chair, and you hit him right in the head.
Figure that out, my friend.
He's back to being very injured again.
Who's the best teammate? They're here now?
So so far.
Sailor T-Rex,
What up?
you ready?
I am.
All right, what are you gonna do?
Can I headbutt him into outer space?
You'd have to get a 20 for that.
Do it! Come on, 20.
Oh my
God bless children!
Sailor T-Rex gathers all the energy she possibly can and charges at Randy Savage, knocks the shit out of him into outer space.
Oh, my Slim Jim!
Oh shit, where were we? We're in an alleyway.
I saved the day, that's where we're at.
You could have landed on Mars, you never know.
After you enjoy his defeat of Randy Savage, you make your way through an alleyway.
Still?
You get out of it.
It's a big
He
alleyway.
was at the end of it.
Alright.
I just went on a lot longer than I thought.
Did he have anything like around him? That we can like.
You had he had a championship belt that he stole.
Does the bell have powers?
That's a good question.
There's a +4 to strength. So I'll add 40 to roll.
Alright.
So T-Rex. So if you want to keep it,
I do, I
if you
still
want
the
to share
belt.
it. Do you steal the belt?
I still don't give it to fuck her. So far she's been doing good, so.
Okay.
Okay.
I got you, fuck her.
At the end of the alleyway, you run into a fork in the road. You see lights in the distance at one building. Looks like it used to be a police station. Looks like it used to be a police station. And the other way, you see this really old dude who's wearing like a military uniform. Very suspicious.
What?
Which way do y'all want to go?
I'll let Putin choose because I chose that sign.
What was the two again?
You see what looks like a destroyed police station with lights inside, and you see a very old man in a military uniform. And you go to the old man? Perfect.
You drink too much.
You walk up to this old man. What would you like to say to this man? He looks at you quizzically, like he's never seen another person around here before, especially not a gigantic T-Rex. I'm assuming you didn't go back to normal form yet.
Can I change back first?
You can, but he might have a stroke.
Alright. This is T-Rex.
We don't get many of your kind around here.
They don't take too kindly to me.
May I ask what y'all are doing here?
We're here to save the world.
The world? I tried to do that once.
I think you failed.
Or as far as you know. I can show you my progress. If you would like to follow me.
What's in it for us?
You become the captain though.
Mom, just like some shit.
My abode is just around the corner. Would you like to join me?
Bernie, what you say?
Nothing bad ever happened.
You gotta heal us.
Guys, we gotta enjoy this man's freedom of speech. We do not know this man. Every man has a choice, and we have to follow this one.
We don't know if we're in America.
Alright.
He doesn't seem American.
Even
he
more
just,
reason to follow
he's
him.
wearing an old gray military uniform.
He's a Confederate.
Not that old. Do you follow him?
Yeah.
All right. You follow him into his building. It's really dark, which sets the mood even better. This creepy old man luring you into his building. You hear a bunch of noise in the room across from you, and there are no doors. There's just a bunch of clattering Would you like to investigate? Sure. Who wants to go forward?
I'll do it. I'm a T-Rex. It can happen.
Okay. As you look around and you go forward, it seems a lot of shag carpet around. No, there's not a lot of shagging going on. I mean, there used to be. Everything, just bright colors, bright purples and pinks and oranges, just very bizarre and gaudy. And everything just looks like out of a 70s wet dream. And as you go in forward, you hear a bunch of snarling. And then out of nowhere, a shadow attacks. You see before you a troop of zombie strippers. Not only zombie strippers, they are Nazi zombie strippers.
What gender? Male or female?
Both. As you hear the door lock behind you, a zombie stripper comes and attacks T-Rex. And she bites at your leg.
Okay. How you go? Hold on. We'll find out if I'm dead yet.
Just keep drinking it.
Alright, Putin goes first again.
Alright.
I'll use like in the Russian winter. I worked on the Nazis.
Out of Putin's fingertips, just a wintry blaze starts shooting across the room. And it covers this Nazi zombie stripper all the way to her core. And she falls down frozen. The other three in the back of the room get alerted to the nearest veal coming around the corner. And they jump to attack Putin.
With a broken leg.
With still a broken leg. They swing at him, but he misses gracefully. But the second one gets you in the back.
Oh, shut up. Come on, free healthcare.
It is T-Rex's turn.
I roar so hard it throws all the zombies to the back of the room.
You get one.
I got one.
And it's more of like 2 feet. They just look around like, what happened? It is now Bernie Sanders' turn.
I mean, like, where's the old man?
He locked the door behind you. He's in the other room at the front. Here's an old SSS.
Look, guys, I know you gotta learn.
You gotta get to it. Get us out.
Look. I know this looks bad, but y'all may be a bit injured, but I'm gonna talk to this man and try to. Can you see the election?
You could try using this.
I like this. You know what?
Okay.
I would like to heal all of these zombies.
Two zombie strippers alive. It is yours.
Mine?
It is yours.
Alright. I summon my ancestors' powers to both heal Putin and knock out the zombies temporarily.
Do dinosaurs have a healing ability?
They do if they summon their ancestors' powers.
Who's the ancestor of dinosaurs? Who is the ancestor?
Oh, the dinosaurs!
That's micro beings from the ocean, bro.
Fucking aliens!
The ocean, that's the ancestor.
You're ruining it! It's a game!
You don't heal them, but you do knock them against the wall.
Alright!
Okay, great. Alright.
So like down. I'm sorry, Boo, I tried.
He's still crawling on the ground, going why. Whatever why is in Russian.
4K! No, Spanish.
He just starts speaking Spanish now. Porque. He's low health, so he's constantly just going beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, whatever that is.
I don't know what that is. I don't know Russian. Sailor Bernie Sanders, this is your turn. Might I recommend healing Putin?
We're gonna lose.
No, He's strong enough. Are we sure there were pre-existing conditions that Putin has?
I think me and Putin have had a long history, but please take my healing hand and please heal with my free healthcare.
If you get a one, you kill him. He heals a broken leg.
Sure, this is all my healthcare can afford.
She used it all on Randy Savage.
You can ride a bear now.
Yeah, you can ride a bear. All right, Sailor fucked hard.
I start getting one of my ticks getting agitated, and I start uncontrollably like drugging my like shoulders, and I ram through the zombies.
She's gonna have a Tourette's. +4 and 21. You can destroy the shit out of one of them. You got one left.
That +4 is really helping you out.
Sure did.
You are welcome.
You gave it to the right person.
They go after Putin, but luckily they miss. It is now Sailor Putin's turn.
Kill yourself with mother's milk.
I'll give you that to heal.
Wait, I'll drink a health potion.
Russian
Alright. Give +2.
So am I taking one away or just adding?
strong Russian vodka.
Alright,
Alright.
actually,
Your leg's still broken, but you're feeling a lot better.
That's good.
As much as you can feel.
This is a morale boost.
It's a morale boost for sure. What would you like to do?
Oh, I get to go again?
Yeah. I'll give the pity to the bandit. No one to heal.
Well, I thought about just like bleeding on them, like the black from Monty Python, but I'll
Bleeding in their eyes.
I'll
That could work. That could work.
familiar bear Sasha.
You're gonna use really big Sasha.
Yeah.
Okay, easy this.
You just fuck up the rest of that zombie. It's no more. Alright. So all of the Nazi zombie strippers are now gone.
See guys, what a great plan to follow this. Targeting your health is shit.
The old man comes back into the room wondering to check on the progress of his trap that he laid, and sees all of his stripper creatures all dismembered and destroyed, and one of them completely frozen. And then there's a bear.
Is it a black bear or a brown bear?
It is Putin's bear.
It's looking red.
Summoned him out.
It's a red bear.
It's a red bear.
It's a red bear. All right, great.
What would you like to do to this old man? This old Nazi man?
Alright.
Robin.
Can I? Wait, hold on. Is he still like dying or no?
He just has a broken leg. So he's not feeling great, but he's okay.
He survived this long with one.
Punch the shit out of the old man, then rob him, whatever his pocket, and find 2 wild potions.
Wow. Wow.
Let's do this. Come on, give me some high. I can find one, right?
Well, apparently you find something very, very good.
Oh yeah!
But you mostly just pushed him to the ground and said, I'm taking all your shit.
It works.
What do you got? Jump back in there.
I'm okay with that.
You take his medallion that is some way... Oh, not Tourette's.
She has Tourette's.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay.
It adds a +3 to whatever you have.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep that.
All right.
I gave you +1. Keep it with us.
You can go to him.
Me and the band
You
back
don't have a broken
together.
leg anymore. You're feeling great. You guys do. Just took 30 minutes.
That's pretty good. Russian.
That's better
Just
than
watch
4
the
days.
lava lamps while I'm
Russian leg
Oh,
heals.
right.
Like heals you.
Let's take her home.
He's still alive though, right?
He is alive. The old man is still alive.
So we're not done with him.
I mean, if you don't want to be done with him, do whatever you want. You just pushed him down and just robbed him. And he's like, why?
He knows why.
You know why.
You know what you did. You know. Can I kick him in the nuts?
You can.
Alright, I'm gonna do that. With my +3.
You kick one nut.
That's good enough. I don't know what's wrong with the other stones.
You want to explore the rest of this building, or you want to get out of here?
That's not really exploring. Very different.
Can we get more info on the building?
Come on.
It literally just looks like someone bought a room from the 70s and put swastikas up. You noticed it as soon as you got in there. There's shag carpet and
We could find
swastikas.
truth serum or something. Let's explore. I say we explore.
You could, because he's still alive. He's just missing a nut.
I believe in our leader Bernie.
Bernie,
Bernie.
what do you say, Bernie?
I agree. Freedom of speech.
Let's do it. Let's search around.
What is that?
Speech of freedom. Yes.
It means nothing to Putin. He doesn't know what words you're talking about.
Power.
As,
Please let us continue on our way.
as you continue,
No.
yeah.
I'm sending that guy to Spetsnaz to be waterboarded.
Waterboarding. So a member of Spetsnaz comes out with a bucket and with a chair and a towel and starts waterboarding the old man. The most you get out of him, other than what you already know, is that there's a room under this building.
Let's go.
I say we go to the room on top of the building.
On top of the building?
Let's do
There's no
it.
room on top of it. There's a roof.
Could be something in the room.
He's lying. He's using reverse psychology.
Have you waterboarded a person? I don't think they're lying.
How do you know?
Y'all want to explore further down, or y'all want to go to the roof?
Let's go to the roof.
Okay, you go.
Fucked us over once.
Up.
Okay, you go to the roof. You look around and you see nothing but burning buildings. There's nothing there but some dead birds that ran into the wall.
Wow.
We have
Is
food.
that a room?
Just a bunch of dead birds and trash.
What if we break open the dead birds and we find shit?
I mean, fine.
You'll
You
find
never
plastic.
know.
You'll find plastic because global warming.
Son of a bitch.
It worked!
She got a 20, so you found a magical pigeon skull.
You know I have +3 too.
Count that.
I'll give you a +1.
Alright, +4 right here.
Do y'all.
Alright.
You got +4, I got +4. We're running this game.
They're finding all the shit.
I
And
found
knocking
a
people into
magic
outer
skull.
space. It's ridiculous.
I feel like this game's good for drunk people. It's just a game.
Alright. Are y'all done on the roof?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can go.
Okay.
So we're Putin. Are we not in the
We're gonna
room?
open up more birds.
Hey, Quentin. You want to try to open up a bird, Quentin? You have to have some luck eventually. You can like get it to happen.
Look.
As you go back downstairs, you find the room with the door in it that leads underground that the old Nazi was talking about.
Damn, this looks like the underground.
As you walk back down, you found that the Spetsnaz just murdered the old man. And he's just lying on the ground. He told Putin something in Russian. I don't know what he said.
Fucking no Russian. Remember no Russian.
As you go further down, it looks more of a fancier computer room, kind of like a laboratory, kind of.
Okay. Dexter's lab.
Not as big as Dexter's lab.
Alright.
But as you go through, you see like blueprints and equations and like stuff that like serum vials everywhere. Putin notices something that is in Russian. And
It's your time to shine.
what this man was pretty much doing was releasing a toxin that could turn people feral, and it ended up turning them into zombies, and that's why the city is all fucked up. So.
Let's solve Detroit's problem.
It looked like that before, right?
I mean, Detroit normally looks like that, but there's just more people walking around.
Did the toxin also turn them into strippers, or were they like that?
No, they just had bad moral choices.
Socioeconomic problem.
They gotta go to college. Gotta go to that nursing program. Anyways, so you discover that the whole city has been infected, and that you have one of two things that you can do. You can go around and look for survivors, or you can get the fuck out and go to the airport, and hopefully something still works.
Just say that the airport still works.
Lillian, you're the only one who has made a decision. You go ahead inside. Ours has been shitty.
I'm sorry, we found plenty of magical artifacts.
I found magical artifacts.
You and your healthcare.
You healed the enemy.
I led us to the path of victims.
I shot him into space.
I told us your pleasure. Thank you.
Yes.
Alright, let's just go to the airport. We can take my presidential plane, Banner Force One.
I like it.
That's perfect.
Oh. All right. Did you say Barris?
There's a funny video online that Freddie Wong made that was supposed to be like a fake movie.
Yeah.
Where Air Force One was attacked by bear terrorists.
Barris?
And the movie was called Bear Force One.
Air Force One. That's perfect.
Oh my gosh, please let that happen in the story.
It was comedically bad, which was the point of it.
I wanted to write so bad.
We got an hour.
Yeah.
I didn't make it the game. Something like you make it.
We can either do it or just.
We get attacked by Bear Force One.
You get attacked by Bear Force One.
The bear is attacked.
All right, as you make your way through the airport, you walk by screaming people as they're dying, going, "Why, Putin, why?" and "Holy shit, is that a T-Rex?"
What's up? You forget I'm a DJ. I can hear them with like
That's
my
true. All you've done is headbutt people to the moon.
Give me my next turn, we'll see. I'll come on with some mad gems.
As you make your way through the airport, all the doors are locked, which is weird because most of the windows are broken, but the doors are locked. As you make your way through, you come across a corridor that is just littered with zombies.
Alright.
Do you want to find another path?
No.
Of course you don't.
Let's go.
Was Bernie Sanders on board with this?
Let's ride the T-Rex to freedom.
Wait, I gotta transform for a second.
You gotta do that first.
When did you go back?
I can't DJ as a T-Rex, he has short hands.
Not with that attitude.
It's like, I don't think so.
So yeah? You gonna bum rush it?
I say I go through the freaking zombies.
You gonna go through the field? Okay, we'll kill the zombies.
I'm educating myself.
Ah.
I'm educating myself.
You don't count, you're a psychic. Yes.
Alright.
You don't need a storyline.
I am drinking Hennessy.
So are y'all wanting to ride Sailor T-Rex DJ?
Jump on.
Or y'all just want to barrel through?
I'm jumping on.
Can you jump on?
Alright. What do you say? Jumping on this T-Rex?
I'll take out hammer and sickle.
You going alone? Alright.
Fucktard? You on this?
What?
Sailor
Jump
Fucktard?
on me?
You jumping on the T-Rex?
Oh, okay, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah?
Charge.
Alright, so you both successfully mount the T-Rex. No damages, no broken legs.
Yeah. That's what happens in
Alright,
T-Rex
step one
territory.
done.
Putin just starts running into the crowd.
Shut up, Jordan does.
anything that swung at him, he made it a good ways into the corridor by himself.
Nice.
I'm assuming you're just gonna go like full force as fast as you can.
I can, and if I get attacked, I'm gonna use summon my magical DJ booth and like attempt to do it as a T-Rex. Smooth jams. Get them distracted and get my ass through.
She's gonna try to make them do the Thriller.
They're gonna dance to Thriller. And I'm gonna
dance to Thriller.
or something. They're gonna dance to some smooth jams and I'm gonna get my ass
I'm
through.
just gonna do Thriller because that's
You do what you do, man. You do you, I do me.
There we go. Here we go.
See? It works.
And
So
it's
as-
a remix because she's.
So as Sailor T-Rex busts out her magical DJ box, not all of them get distracted, but most of them do.
Alright.
And you make it a good way, barreling through almost all of them. And then you get to Putin, and he dodges gracefully. Because he rolled a 20, and he also killed like half of them over there. he just went fucking super Russian. You make it to the end of the corridor, but you forgot how to stop. So everyone just kind of went flying forward into the wall.
Alright. She's got a +4, so I'm pretty sure she might live.
What are we doing?
Add your +4 so you can live.
I have to live myself.
You have a +4.
You're flying through the air against the wall right now.
Try
She
to
forgot how to
survive.
stop charging.
I need you to survive here. You're a fast guy.
There's too many zombies on the ground, and they got really squishy, and she slipped.
Okay.
So add your +4 in that bitch and like catch something. Catch a bar. Catch something on your way out. You gotta survive, dude.
Can I grab the chest?
I can't put you in chest. There you go.
Well, like, wait, can I grab her the chest and in that process, like ripping off his shirt, getting to his final formation? Oh, y'all have to sting Putin without a shirt,
Talk about me.
right?
Whatever she does.
As she goes flying forward, she flies towards Putin. And in one swift motion, rips off his shirt and lands.
Final four.
Putting Putin in his final form.
And Putin goes berserk. Bernie Sanders somehow has reflexes like a cat. And is flying through the air and lands on his feet.
My powerful octopus.
What's with that? But you can't heal us?
Alright, as you're going back to the end of the airport, you see 3 planes that are not damaged. One of them also being Bear Force One.
Bear Force One.
Which one would you like to go to?
Russian plan. I thought that was our initial plan.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you want to change the plan, it's up to you. You can keep going.
Seattle.
I suggest
Go to
Bear Force
Seattle.
One. I don't Soy un oso, okay? Mira, soy un oso.
Alright, January.
Vamos a hablar con ellos.
Yep.
Can I befriend the bears?
I mean,
Let's make it a team effort.
As a higher apex predator, can I befriend the bears, but like not be able to help them, just help myself?
Just like your message part. Cool.
Yeah, I can help myself, and then they can figure their own shit out.
you're gonna abandon your team?
I mean, she's the one complaining about how I'm doing everything, so get your shit out there. Get your shit together. I'm saving myself.
Wait, were the bears on Bear Force One?
Yes, the bears run Bear Force One. Putin's own entourage. Let's make it a story.
You did. That's true.
I mean, were you wanting to fight the bears? They're just kind of there.
I want to be homies.
You're gonna be homies with the bear? You could have.
Can we get drunk together?
And,
The T-Rex and the bears get drunk together. I got that 20, didn't I?
no.
What'd I get?
Not a 20.
I got +4.
Oh, you do, so you don't critically fail. Only half of them get really pissed off that you're shoving drinks into their face.
But the other half likes me, so that's all that matters.
You're gonna cause a civil war between these bears.
What happens between them stays between them. I'm just here.
Get it straight up.
Putin, what would you like to do?
Please do not cause trouble to bears. Some are Czechoslovakian bears, some are like Croatian bears. It's a very delicate situation. Civil war.
They don't have a country anymore. It's very touching.
Ah, yeah, porque está tan frío.
Yeah. The cold as fuck.
Yeah.
All right. So you try to board Air Force One after getting crunked with the bears, and some of them just don't like you. But then,
Not everybody likes a DJ.
all of a sudden, you hear this screaming. Oh yeah. And out of the other side of the airport, past the wreckage of the planes, comes a really pissed off Kool-Aid man. And he's mad.
Best
At the
random
T-Rex.
walk.
You're in your final form.
What did I do?
I gave him my turn for your final form.
I got you. Hold on.
Hold
on.
Do I?
So they give you final form, I should use final form.
You can have one saved up, yeah? I'll give you that.
I use nuclear strike. Mutually assured destruction.
I don't know.
Get in the session.
You're gonna fuck us over too.
Because it's a scandal.
He's Russian, not Spanish.
So Putin brings up a radio, and he's just like, do it now. Sanders.
Save us all. Socialism! Do it!
Democratic socialism sounds pretty great right now, guys.
It really does.
There are 4 of us, 1 of him. We can settle this in.
Throw our bodies at him.
You get to like vote him to a lower grade of the
We'll
internet.
put him off the island.
Boot him off the island.
Too much of your content. You gotta get it out.
You can get Kool-Aid pulled from shelves.
It's very drawn this power.
Please don't off the island.
It's very morale demanding. He's very disturbed. You summon your powers, and you tell him the FDA is starting to pull Kool-Aid from shelves, and they will no longer be sold. And he gets very distraught.
He gets
So he
Kinder Egg.
himself.
He becomes Kinder Egg.
No, he gets replaced by Kinder Eggs.
He becomes
Kinder Eggs are legal now.
All right.
Yeah!
Kinder
Kinder Eggs are legal in the USA.
freedom.
It is now Putin's turn.
Oh, okay. Putin calls for help from best friend Donald Trump.
Build a wall around him.
Full circle from last year, but we'll definitely do it.
Build a wall around him. Wait, he can break the walls though.
Oh yeah, that's like a special place. I guess it's depressed.
He's pretty depressed right now, though. You called Donald Trump to come in. He's gonna be Donald Trump too.
I can do
Make
that.
this wall, it's gonna be huge.
I have small hands, so
He tries to build a wall, but he only gets like 3 bricks in. He's still really confused on what's going on. There's dead bears, there's Putin, there's a T-Rex. There's Kool-Aid Man. He's leaking shit everywhere.
Why did Trump spending candy in the little T-Rex's arms?
Oh, T-Rex's turn.
Like,
Now that I am turned up,
she was putting
Turned up?
I am turned up. So I either projectile vomit into Kool-Aid Man to where he overfills so much that he blows up because of that one little crack.
That's right.
He was cracked, remember?
I'll,
Allow it.
oh god.
Plus 4.
Well, you get a 23. So that definitely works.
I saved y'all from the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah.
I've been properly
How the fuck do I keep getting
driving
screwed?
my.
I know, right?
Still alive.
Kool-Aid still alive after that?
He's still alive.
Barely, and he's completely filled with T-Rex vomit for some reason. He's very depressed, filled with tons of vomit. Donald Trump is trying to build a wall around him out of bricks. Not yet, no, he's still going.
Oh, God.
Can he prompt to go to rehab?
Let's just throw the wall, the fucking bricks at him. I mean, there's 3 bricks, right?
Good point.
Alright.
Kool-Aid Man starts to regurgitate the other regurgitation that was still in it to make himself feel a little bit better.
We're trying to make a hole. We're buying out a hole for the wall.
And now it is Sailor Pucktom's turn.
You won't make a difference.
Calling Cards Against Humanity to fuck this shit up.
I like to phone the audience.
Do it.
Again.
It's like this territory that people.
Alright, you get one phone call. You get a suggestion.
Audience, what do I do?
Thunderball!
All in North Korea.
We'll survive in North Korea. Let's talk about that.
You get into the plane and you have one of your church Caesars in the cockpit moving the plane and you smash it.
I'll do that.
You can have another Tourette seizure.
Wait. I'll start.
Call in Caesar Milan.
Do it!
Caesar Milan.
Yo voy a llamar a ese señor.
Huh?
Te voy a llamar a ese señor.
She's calling in Caesar Milan!
The dog whisperer.
Oh wait! I was thinking, is that him?
Being 18 definitely works.
What the fuck does he do though?
You out the fucking dog.
Yeah, we called him in, but we didn't tell him what to do.
The headmaster will know what he does.
He's not the headmaster!
What is he?
He's gone? I don't know.
He's ready to headmaster.
He's not a headmaster.
It is Kim.
I
He's
swear
a
to God, I should
story
have been
master.
A lot has happened.
Help me out, Pickle Rick. My life is changed. Rick is for to say Pickle Rick!
As he comes about, Kool-Aid Man stares at him, not knowing who he is. It could be because he was regurgitated into, and he just kind of like pushes him away,
You're welcome.
and then focuses on the T-Rex that puked inside of him.
Audience, come on, audience.
So, who's trying to do that?
Alright, he goes and like head smashes you.
Man, me?
You, oh shit.
T-Rex. No, I'm a T-Rex, damn it.
Well, you counter pretty well.
Alright.
With one swift counter headbutt, you completely smash the glass.
There you go.
And Kool-Aid and T-Rex vomit go everywhere.
It's not vomit if it's alcohol. It's just bad alcohol.
The velocity.
Exactly.
And all of a sudden you hear this, you have now decapitated Shia LaBeouf.
That's my son about.
Oh God, we are so off the rails.
Isn't it
The
better?
dog whisperer is still there though. I like to know what he's doing.
Dog whisperer?
All right.
Shit. He calls it his dogs?
So the airport has been bombarded with missiles. There are dead bears, dead Russian bears everywhere, dead Czechoslovakian bears as well.
Why are the bears dead?
Because Putin called in an airstrike and it wasn't completely accurate. So Donald Trump is still trying to build a wall around the dead body of the Kool-Aid Man. But right before you try to get back in the plane to get out, you have another unexpected visitor. And all you hear from behind you is, "I want my belt back."
You didn't finish the job.
I'll get him this time. How the fuck did he come back from space?
It's Randy Savage, he can do whatever he wants.
Can I tell this to your son?
Yeah, The Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, she snapped through Slim Jim. Made it back.
I should have thrown him into the sun.
He comes back and punches Putin so hard in the face.
Oh fuck. Jesus.
I got this, Putin.
You're in your final form. Yes. What did he go for you?
Communism.
Running out of Russian jokes.
Bring in your spies.
Okay, oh, I know. I was looking, he's an AoE heal collectivization.
Wouldn't there need to be people for that?
That's true.
I don't know who.
Oh, no.
He uses what? He uses zombies. I mean, can you collect? You can collect from the dead, can't you?
I guess so.
I know.
Take whatever's in the wallet.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah, if I don't like put anything in it, yeah.
No, but like the same thing
Blast
happens to me with my gender.
Sound attack.
Yeah, and it gets like rain from like the
Shatters
irritant
your
repairs.
Oh yeah, but that means you're
A
worried.
while back.
Alright.
You was?
I was.
This is like
Unknowingly, I was.
porque se va a cenar un día. Sí,
Putin's next move is to blast the Russian national anthem as loud as he possibly can. That way.
Oh. What do you do?
So he played the Russian national anthem to try and bleed Randy Savage's ears.
So beautiful.
It certainly works.
You should have caught Ball and fucking Bullwinkle.
Bullwinkle?
He could have saved us.
No. I guess healing is healing to him.
Does it have you?
Yeah,
I guess it should. It boosts his morale. It does not.
It's horribly depressed he's not back in Russia.
Becomes a double alcohol.
He starts drinking more. He realizes he's not in Russia anymore. And he may never get back. He's drinking the Kool-Aid vodka.
This whole time, I've been drinking this glass full of vodka.
See, it's appropriate. You're setting the tone.
Alright, it's Fucktard's turn.
Yeah, this
You
fucktard.
got a revengeful Randy Savage, and you have his belt, and he really wants it back.
Run away.
I go into one of my seizure tics and start like involuntarily muscle.
Is that all you got? Get an imagination.
I have like this thing. What do I do?
Call us
Tourette.
together.
Your Tourette sucks.
Limited, but have I been winning?
Only because I
I
helped you.
bump into him or something.
I guess.
Well, you rolled a 1.
You should have five.
Oh, yeah.
So you do have a plus 5? Plus 4? Plus 4? You plus 4? Okay, so you don't critically fail. It's okay. I'm glad you don't kill yourself.
You're not dead, but you gotta give up
I
the
have a
belt.
joke on my own tongue. These
So you miss. And Randy Savage is like, fuck you, no, that's my belt. I'm taking it back.
You just lost the fucking belt.
So he swings.
Wait.
He does not get your belt back.
Alright. I spoke too soon. Sorry, I apologize.
No, Bertie Sanders.
I want to like kill him right now, so maybe
Take it back.
You gonna appeal to his conscience?
I'm like, hey, dude, I was on your side.
Hey, bro, I helped you out.
Healthcare.
Take it back.
You take back his healthcare.
Mental health care. I
Make
repeal
it-
health care.
You're gonna repeal his healthcare.
He ain't no American citizen.
So you successfully take away his healthcare. His steroids. You hardly regulate his steroid uses. You no longer power up anymore.
Give it to Fucktard, because so far she's been like not doing much.
I'm in a seizure right now, literally.
Exactly. Your seizures don't help.
Just more harsh. Really accent the vowels. It is Sailor 2X's turn.
It's whose?
Yours.
Nice, alright. I transform back into a human.
Okay.
And I use my awesome singing / DJ skills to seduce this motherfucker into giving up.
DJs
Give me a 20!
DJs don't sing, that's why they're
Or
DJs.
16 actually, because I got plus 4. Give me a 16.
Wait, hold on.
Give me a 16.
I have music for this.
GC say.
What do I got? Give me 16. That's all I need.
It certainly wasn't a 16.
What was it?
It was a 7. Plus 4, but he rolled an 18.
So it kind of helps.
It helps. He starts to sway. He starts to sway to your music,
All right.
and then he starts to think, "Wait, she's a fucking T-Rex." That's not hot at all. He remembers. He remembers. He watched you. He's not confused.
I was Sailor Scout though. I'm fucking Sailor Scouts are hot.
Are we done?
You're a T-Rex in a sailor uniform.
Are we done in minutes?
Not anymore.
Am I not Caesar uniform with a miniskirt?
Oh yeah, what the fuck happened to Caesar? Why can't you have him help us?
He got pushed away, didn't he?
He got pushed away, but I forgot about it.
He just got really sad and walked off. We need to roll for Caesar to come back.
Can I ask Shakira to come help me squeeze him?
I mean, yeah.
Didn't you just use it?
Here.
His Putin's dead.
Yeah.
My turn?
You
Yeah.
seduce him.
You have like a half seduced Randy Savage. He's very confused because it was a T-Rex that did it. Well, a woman that turned into a T-Rex did it.
Take off your shirt. Finish it.
Oh, his shirt's already off.
Still pink that
All right,
bitch.
I'm gonna stop way too fast.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It worked?
Sure did.
The power of seduction.
Staring at the half seduced Randy Savage, Putin walks up and rips off his tearaway pants and starts slathering himself with vodka.
I can't even think of like a sexy Russian
That's
song.
my friend.
Oh, play
Oh, hell, Putin.
Yes! Is that actually what it's called, Ronald?
Yes.
Yes. By,
Oh, there it is.
Yes.
You can continue, I got this.
With some.
I'll do the old one.
I don't know how Putin dances. I was thinking, when's ever seen him dance?
He just put his hand.
You want to demonstrate?
He dances on a horse.
No.
He dances on a horse.
So Putin does the Carlton while we're pouring vodka all over him. For some reason, that is Randy Savage's fetish, and he just loses his mind. It's your choice to go from here. You want to use it to escape?
Get in closer to his throat.
I'm gonna approach him.
Okay.
You know, say, oh, hey, how are you doing? Nice weather, and then surprise clothesline.
It's not gonna kill him though.
So Putin walks up to him. Randy Savage's eyes get real wide. His heart starts fluttering. He is so in love with this man. And then Putin just clotheslines him.
Fun fact, I'm a wrestler. Random
What has Bernie Sanders done?
I've been the charming mascot.
I guess I'll press
And here I thought.
Seduction's
I've
done.
been taking care of you. That's the only reason why.
Not only did you clothesline him for damage, but
You helped a lot.
having hit the love of his life clothesline him has left him heartbroken and sad.
He's got no health care for that therapy.
And he has no health care for his bills.
Is he dead
Bernie
yet?
Sanders took it away.
Woo, Bernie!
You just so precious now.
Same with Bernie Sanders, it is your turn.
Fuck, I forgot.
Give it back, but then like poison.
The plane is behind you. You can gather your friends,
I do.
comrades, and escape. Or you can, and in front of you have a heartbroken and damaged Randy Savage.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
Call in the exes.
Universal education. He needs to build himself back up, build his confidence.
I was gonna say, we all get into the airplane and we take him out of his misery by running him over with the airplane.
We're gonna run him over with the airplane.
This whole journey's changed.
Well, that was the
There's no money into the election.
Right?
He's gonna do so much.
What is this?
Revved up and burning.
Y'all want to go back into the plane and run over Randy Savage?
Let's look into that jet engine.
Yeah, let's do
Jesus
it,
Christ.
I agree.
As you all collectively gather into Bear Force One, you sit down in your seats. Vodka is obviously there. There's a bear on a unicycle. Great. And then, which one of you is going to pilot? Everyone else is dead.
The T-Rex will.
Son of a bitch.
Tourette's one.
Tourette's one?
You're gonna have a seizure and crash it. No,
I'm sure it's seizure right now, actually. You
No,
can see what it's
she's having a seizure. She can't fly us. Let the T-Rex do it, even though she's kind of drunk.
Drunk flying's not a thing, it's fine.
Exactly.
It's all the time.
It's
fine. So a Tourette's person and a seizure can do it.
Who's going to pull you over? Everyone's dead.
Exactly. And
No,
I'll
we're
be.
going to have to make it legal.
There we go.
So as you go in, who's piloting?
I am.
You are?
I'm Mexican. I can't get caught.
All right.
I got +4. Don't forget.
So as you successfully pilot this plane
Told you.
out of the airport,
Did we kill him yet?
you absolutely run over
Okay,
Randy
cool.
Savage,
No.
and then the turbulence brings him up into the jet engine, successfully ending his rampage.
2 for 1.
Forever.
Can we play Shakira on the plane?
You sure can.
Right.
I got you.
I use my DJ skills to also play Shakira while I'm piloting.
You never request.
Kids don't lie, because I don't lie.
Let's say Randy Savage has one final Randy
What about a Randy?
This rain has a Randy this.
Yes, it will.
Is that Shakira?
Yeah, I play Shakira.
Son of a bitch.
What happened?
So as you're flying away into the sunset, listening to Shakira, hips don't lie, just having fun, even Putin's getting into it.
Do the Carlton again.
Doing the Carlton again on the runway. Unfortunately, Randy Savage's remains clog up the engine. It explodes. We'll see.
I got +4.
Oh, shit.
You guys know. We got +4. Let us live.
So as you go careening into the ocean, the plane crashes, but miraculously you all live.
Yeah.
Fine.
It's lost.
You all rode over 15.
This is where this starts back over as it lost.
We find an island.
You find an island with a smoky mist upon you. It's just a fat guy with a lot of hair.
We're the worst sailors ever. Are we supposed to be able to navigate the ocean?
I mean, it was gonna end until Randy Savage's remains blew up the plane.
It's all done.
That's what always happens. It's all fun and games to his remains get blown up the plane.
I can't fucking die.
He's dead. He just ruined us too.
To be honest, I was playing for off the rails, but I wasn't playing for that much.
It's better than last year, right?
It's definitely better than last year.
This is what this is missing alcohol. You need
Well,
This might be
Well.
continuing further than we thought.
doesn't seem like me.
No, at this point.
All right. Unfortunately, you did land in shark-infested waters.
I'm a T-Rex.
And the mix between grizzly bear blood and Randy Savage's blood. And the wounded sailor fucktard. who's profusely still bleeding.
He's still seizuring, you mean?
He's still seizuring and bleeding all at the same time.
I'm not saving you anymore.
You won't have to. A shark comes up and gets fucked on.
What? What?
Can I steal her belt before she does it?
Can you what?
What? No, I don't with that shit.
You're dying. You're not drowning.